I want to watch the news.
Are you making headway at least?
This is the news.
Schmack-a-magab, it's time for the only news that matters. Jimmy Page shares Led Zeppelin demo The Seasons, which later became the Rain Song. And I'm listening to this and I'm like, man, this guy is such a genius. The Rain Song is beautiful even without lyrics. It would be an amazing instrumental, as you can hear on The Seasons, which there is a link in the description below if you want to hear it. It's the Rain Song without vocals, and it works beautifully. It also works beautifully with vocals. That song is just pure genius. That album rules. House of the Holy was released 50 years ago this week. Page said his original idea for the opening track for House of the Holy was that a short overture would be a rousing instrumental introduction with layered electric guitar that would segue into The Seasons, later to be titled The Rain Song. Again, there would be a contrasting acoustic guitar instrumental movement with mellotron that could lead to the first vocals on the album and the first verse of the song. He said he had a demo of Rain Song, but unfortunately the tapes have been lost, which is a real bastard, he said. I literally had the full piece from beginning to end. I had the mellotron idea and everything on it. Now I remember several years ago, Dee Snider told a story where they were recording, Twisted Sister was recording somewhere, that they went into a room and this closet had all these master tapes of Led Zeppelin recordings. That was just right out there in the open. They could have just taken it. So, yeah, I can see how a lot of these tapes could have been lost by people with sticky fingers. But in the end, the Rain Song is gorgeous. Jimmy Page is a musical genius, and it shows all over this song and a bunch of other Led Zeppelin songs. Absolutely love Jimmy Page and Led Zeppelin, and I'm so glad that Jimmy is still with us. Now, if they would only re-release that Coverdale Page album they promised to re-release with bonus stuff, like a box set or something, bring it, because I love that Coverdale Page album. Extremely underrated. I did an episode on the Coverdale Page album, and I put a link below in the description. Also, I did an episode on House of the Holy that you can see in the description below as well. So click those links. Well, that does it for the only news that matters. If you'd like to donate, I got a PayPal in the description below. And please like this channel and press the notification bell and give this video a like. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty and listen to Black Sabbath and schmack-a-magab.
Farewell and adieu to you fair Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu, you ladies of Spain.
Before we get canceled, check out the Rock and Metal Combat Podcast with me and Wadzilla. We are the Podcast Kings. Link to the podcast is in the description below, and also a link to the YouTube page. Check out older episodes with visuals. And very soon, either Ian and I will learn how to go on YouTube Live. Might be soon. So check out the greatest podcast ever according to Science.com. It's also God's favorite podcast and Satan's favorite podcast as well. So check out the Rock and Metal Combat Podcast before we get canceled.